Good morning, everyone. And what a joy to have you all here. And let me paint a picture today. You have something important to do. Just imagine. It needs to be done. You even want to do, like, somewhere deep down. You want to do it. But you sit down in front of it and just stare. The task stares back. You make a cup of tea, come back, stare again. Maybe check the phone, rearrange something on the desk that did not need a rearranging. Consider whether the ceiling fan needs cleaning. Anything, anything but the actual thing. And the longer you sit in that stare, the heavier everything feels. So the task hasn't grown, but somehow your resistance to it has. And now, here's the question worth asking. Is something wrong with you? Are you broken? Are you, as you may have secretly whispered to yourself on such days, just not good enough? Absolutely not. You're simply stuck. And being stuck is one of the most universal human experiences there is. And more importantly, let me tell you, there is a very specific way out. So today, we are talking about building momentum when you feel stuck. So carry with this today. Carry this with you today, basically. Momentum begins with movement, not motivation. Let me say that again. Momentum begins with movement, not motivation. Not with a perfect mindset, not with a good night's sleep or a productive morning or a motivational speech, with movement. Even the smallest, most reluctant, most unglamorous movement. Let me share a story with you. Just imagine a train, one of those magnificent, heavy Indian Railways train, and the kind that carries hundreds of passengers, tons of luggage, the weight of entire journeys. But when it first begins to move, it is slow, absolutely painfully slow. The engine strains, the wheels grind, every inch of forward movement seems to take enormous effort. And if you try to stop it at that moment, you probably could, but give it time, let it move. And within minutes, that same train, that same weight, that same engine becomes something unstoppable. You could not stand in front of it now. Nothing could hold it back. The train did not get a new engine. It did not find extra fuel. It simply started moving. And movement created momentum. And momentum created an unstoppable force. You are that train. You just need to start moving. So let me share a few relatable examples and, of course, the teachings with that. If you want, you can note it down. Number one, feeling stuck is normal. Yes. Please hear this very clearly. Feeling stuck is not a character flaw. It's not laziness. It is not even weakness. It's a completely normal part of being a thinking, feeling, living human being. Every person in this room, no matter how accomplished, how experienced, how sorted they appear from the outside, has sat in that heavy, resistant, I don't know where to begin feeling, every single one. Yes. The difference between people who move forward and people who stay stuck is not talent. It's not even discipline. It's the willingness to take one tiny action despite the feeling. Number two, tiny actions break stagnation. Think about the homemaker who has been meaning to reorganize the kitchen cupboards for 3 weeks. It's not that she doesn't want to, she does. But every time she thinks about it, her mind goes straight to the whole job. Every shelf, every container, the masala dabba situation, the expired packets lurking in the back, overwhelming. So she closes the cupboard and walks away. But what if, just what if, she said, today I'll only fix this one shelf, just this one, 10 minutes. She opens the cupboard, she starts, and almost always, once she started, she does two shelves, then three, because starting broke the spell. So the task didn't become easier, the stagnation broke. For our working women, you know those project reports, those presentations, those emails you have been meaning to write, but somehow can't find the entry point into. And there's a reason that simply opening the document, just opening it, not even writing anything, makes it easier to begin. The brain shifts from avoidance to engagement the moment the tiniest physical action happens. You've crossed the threshold, the resistance cracks. So that is how it happens with everyone. And that brings us to the most important truth today. Action creates energy. We have it completely backwards, We wait to feel energetic before we act. But actually, action produces the energy. The doing fuels the momentum. Scientists call it the Zeigarnik effect. Our brain actually becomes more engaged with the task once we have started it. It wants to finish what it began, but we have to give it that first small push. Yes, momentum grows gradually. It doesn't arrive fully formed. It builds quietly, steadily with each small move you make. Like that train grinding slowly out of the station, finding its rhythm, and then whoosh. So let's do today's exercise, our reflection for the day. And I'll try to make it wonderfully, almost suspiciously simple. And it's called the 10-minute rule. Think of the one thing you've been stuck on. Yes, one. The task, the project, the conversation, the habit, whatever it is that keeps getting pushed to tomorrow. And now makes a deal with yourself. You'll work on it for just 10 minutes. Not until it's done, not until it's perfect. It will never be perfect. It shouldn't be. 10 minutes. Set a timer if you need to. And and begin. And here's the secret the 10-minute rule holds. Most of the time, you'll not stop at 10 minutes because the hardest part was never the task, it was starting. So once you're in motion, the resistance melts, the train has left the station. Yes. And on the days you do stop at 10 minutes, that's fine too. You still moved. You still broke the stagnation. Tomorrow, 10 minutes again. And the day after, momentum is being built whether you can feel it yet or not. And after your 10 minutes today, ask yourself two things. Two. One, what shifted the moment I began? Let me say that again. What shifted the moment I began? And number two, what would have happened if I had waited one more day? Yes. What would have happened if I had waited one more day? Just these two questions you have to ask yourself. And I want to leave you with something quietly profound. The poet Rumi wrote, as you start to walk on the way appears. Yes, so profound. As you start to walk on the way appears. Not before you walk, not while you're planning the walk, as you walk. The path reveals itself to the one who is already moving, not to the one standing still, waiting for a guarantee. This week, your call to action is this. Choose one thing you've been stuck on, apply the 10-minute rule today, not Monday, not tomorrow morning, because tomorrow never comes, but today. Because here is what I know about you. You're not stuck because you are incapable. You are stuck because you are human. And humans, beautiful and complex as we are, sometimes just need one small, honest push to remember what we are capable of. So you are the train, you have the engine, and all that is left is to move. So, with that thought, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.